Hey guys, Brianna here and welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a little bit, quite a while, and that is because my husband and I were in Europe. We went to Scotland, Edinburgh, Glasgow, London, and Germany. And while we were in London, I of course had to visit Persephone Books. Now, if you don't know what Persephone Books is, they reprint neglected fiction and non-fiction by mid-20th century, mostly women writers. They have about 130 books in the collection, so of course I went to the bookstore and I had to browse and I had to send some books home, which is what I did. I will go ahead and insert photos. I asked them if it was okay to take photos and video, and so I'll go ahead and insert probably just some photos of me in front and maybe one in the store too of me. So there's that. And yeah, so with this video, I wanted to show off my Persephone collection because before we left, I had one Persephone book and now I have 8. So I'm pretty excited. They were all so beautiful and they either come in the famous gray look or they come with a drawing on them. And they don't tend to have real summaries on them, just kind of excerpts of some things in the book or some other interesting writings. So I have on my computer summaries pulled up so I can tell you a bit about each book. So before I get started on the books, I'm actually putting this clip in because I totally forgot. They gave me a free Persephone tote bag because I bought so many books. And it is amazing, super cool. Yeah, and there's the same thing on the other side. So that was really, really nice of them and I appreciate it, and now I have my own Persephone tote bag. So yeah, so now onto the clip where I actually talk about the books. So the first one that I did own before, is Someone at a Distance by Dorothy Whipple. Very pretty. That's the spine. And this is about a fairly ordinary tale about the destruction of a happy marriage. So that's what that one is about. And then I got another Dorothy Whipple, and that is They Were Sisters. And a lot of these titles, there we go. I have written down that I know that I wanted to read like forever. So, oh, that's much better. There's that one, just plain gray. And then with a beautiful inside flap and matching bookmark. So gorgeous, oh my gosh. And this one, 3 sisters marry very different men, and the choices they make determine whether they flourish, or tamed, or repressed. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that one. And it just sounded very interesting. This one was probably one of my most anticipated ones that I wanted to pick up, and that is Despised and Rejected by Rose Alatini. And this is also a gray with a really pretty inside flap, and they give you a bookmark that matches the flap. So yeah, very cool. Despised and Rejected is a group about set during the First World War, and it takes place around a group of queer people, men and women, which is really, really cool. And yeah, it was first released under a pseudonym, and yeah, really, really, really cool. There's 2 characters as its main focus, a gay, conscientious objector, and his relationship with a young woman who, as he realizes, but she does not, is a lesbian. So yeah, pretty cool. And the fact that it's set during the First World War is neat, too. The next one is Still Missing by Beth Gutchin. Now this is gonna be interesting because, there we go. And this is gonna be interesting because, it sounded so interesting to me, but it has like mixed reviews, so from what I saw. So yeah, this is the inside cover. I love how the bookmark almost blends in. It's like a wool, almost like a wool sweater. Really cozy. Then we have Saplings, and this is the other one I got with a cover. It was really hard to decide if I wanted plain gray or one with a cover on it, but a lot of times there's something about the gray that I really like. but there are some very beautiful cover ones as well. So I got Saplings by Noelle Streetfeild. It's F-E-I, so Streetfeild. Maybe it is Streetfield though. So yeah, and the inside one of this one, color bookmark, but you won't be able to see, but it's just like gray and white, which is how the first one, the other one with this cover, the inside is not a colorful flap either, which is why I didn't show it at first. So this one is about the four Wiltshire children live a comfortable middle-class English life. But as World War II overtakes the country, the family, like so many others, slowly disintegrates. And that just sounded interesting as well. There's a lot of these books, when I was browsing the story too, that deal with World War I and II, which makes sense because we're publishing works printed in the 20th century, so makes sense. But yeah. Next I got The Homemaker by Dorothy Canfield Fisher, and this is another gray one. I think I got the hang of it now. Another gray one. And oh, this one I'm really excited to read. So this one was first published in 1924. It deals with a really contemporary manner. So the problems of a family in which both the husband and wife are oppressed and frustrated by the roles they're expected to play. So Evelyn Knapp is a perfect compulsive housekeeper, while her husband Lester is a poet and a dreamer. Because of a near fatal accident, the roles become reversed, and he's now the caretaker and she's the moneymaker. And because he's now in a wheelchair. And the changes that take place between the wife and the husband, and particularly between parents and children, are fascinating and poignant. So I saw this, and I never heard of this one before, and I was like, I have to pick this one. I have like 15 books in front of me, and I just like, you have to narrow these down. So that was really tough, but this one, I'm really excited too. Next we have The Expendable Man by Dorothy Hughes. And this is also a beautiful gray. And this is what the inside flap look like. Oh, let me show the inside flap for The Homemaker, which is very pretty. It's like a key and birds. Yeah. And then finally, oh wait, I didn't tell you what this one's about. So The Expendable Man is a crime and mystery. So evokes the emerging social, racial, and moral tensions of the time. And I have heard of this one. Actually, I have forgotten that I've heard of this one. So this features someone named Dr. Hugh Densmore, who knows exactly what decision he would change if he could change one thing about his life or something that happened in the past. He plays the part of Mr. Nice Guy and takes pity on a young hitchhiker way out in the desert 15 miles away from the nearest small town, in spite of knowing that he shouldn't risk it. But in his own mind at the time, he did the right thing. Don't pick up hitchhikers, guys. Come on. That's how all those serial killer things happened. So, yeah. And something follows, and it's called A Crime Story, so I'm guessing I don't want to read too much into it, because it's one of those summaries, at least on here on GoodReads, where it like talks about, you know, what it does and you know, how it changed things. It only gives a little bit about the actual story. So it must mean that even revealing a little bit is probably going to reveal too much, but something happens, a crime, and I'm very, very excited to read this one. And then finally, the last one is The Blank Wall by Elizabeth Sanksy Holding. Elizabeth Sanksy Holding. This is another gray, which means it has a beautiful inside cover and matching bookmark. Yeah. And this one is about a suburban matron harassed by wartime domestic problems, her husband's overseas, finds herself implicated in the murder of her young daughter's extremely unattractive boyfriend lover. This novel is about maternal love and about a heroine's relationship with those around her, especially her children and her maid. And this one has 3.7 on GoodReads. So like I said, like the one I just showed, not like that means there's, you know, quite a few 1 and 2 star reviews that we're bringing it down from 5. So, but I don't care. I'm so excited about these. I'm so excited to get to these, that it just like, I don't know, it was awesome just going through these. And the bookstore is this cute, you know, pretty small place. After all, there's only like 130 books, and it was so cute. If you go to London, or if you live near London, definitely make the trip. It's totally worth it. And yeah. So I hope you liked this video. Let me know if you read any of these, which one you would recommend I read first, or in what order. And let me know if you read those 2 that, like I said, don't have like the highest of reviews, and tell me if you loved them or hated them. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!